So today I want to do a beginner's guide to Amazon Associates affiliate program. Now, we're just going to kind of break some things down and kind of have a better understanding of how this all works. So that way, if you're somebody that's just getting started, you'll have some of the basics down. Now, for us, going through the process of signing up for an Amazon Associate affiliate program had been a couple of years back. And so the sign up process is a little different nowadays, and it's actually a little bit easier for you. And what I actually wanted to do first and foremost is take you down this kind of path right over here so you can actually see the back end of what this all is and kind of what this all means as well too. So what I'm going to actually do is hop off screen here so that way you can see this in its full glory of information here for you as well too. So this is our report summary page on our Amazon Associates page. And what this is just letting us know is some detailed information. We have a section here that's called just the commissions. We have an overall summary, bounties, which is like getting people to sign up for Audible or Amazon Prime. And then creator connections is a whole separate thing that kind of gets you a little bit more closer connected with individual brands as well. So from here, you can actually see some of your information as far as your earnings, your clicks, and your orders by graph. And then here at the bottom is kind of like the more just raw numbers. So you can see how many clicks you got, how many ordered items from those clicks, how many items have shipped, any returns, which do go against your total earnings, by the way. Your actual conversion, this is always great to know when you're talking to other affiliates. Now, the shipped items revenue is the total amount of items in their top revenue, not what you actually earned, because what your earnings is going to be over here on the back right-hand side, which is the total earnings, including any bonuses that you have at that time period. From time to time, there are bonuses that will be available for you by hitting certain thresholds or selling certain items as well, which you can see the whole bonus section by itself is going to be here as well. So from down here, that's a terrible arrow. Down here, it's going to show you all the items that have been ordered from your links. And in case you did not know this, when somebody clicks on your link from an Amazon affiliate link, even if they don't buy the product, or even if they buy the product and buy additional things, you get credit for all the things that they purchase, which is always a great thing. Now, the time limit on how long that link lasts for is about 24 hours, which means that if they don't buy anything within that first 24 hours of clicking your link, you don't get any more credit. But again, if they click that link, buy the product and or other products, or don't even buy the product you recommended and buy something else, that will all accumulate for you towards your total earnings as well. So really important to note, because that is a really sweet deal. So that way you can actually get more sales than what you are actually even recommending. And what's really cool about this list over here, because again, it's going to tell you what people are buying, is sometimes you could see some outliers in there as well too. So if people are buying certain products that maybe are within the same field of what you're recommending, maybe you can start considering that as an alternative, or even create a future video talking about that item in particular if they're doing that. Up here towards the very top, they have a couple different tabs, one of which is called promotions. And you can see here they have what they call the Amazon Bounty Program. This is again where if you want to recommend signing up for Audible or Amazon Prime, or registering for like a baby registry, anything like that, you're going to have that as well. And then any creator rewards that they might have at a current time. This is sometimes hitting certain thresholds with the actual item shipped revenue, and that's always really great too. Right over here, this is going to be the site strip. This is the one that's really popular for a lot of people where, and I'll show you too at the very top of your Amazon page, that you will have it where you can essentially get links to anything that you are promoting or want to promote based off of just searching on Amazon directly. Now, if you also have a storefront, they do have it right over here under influencer where you can create your storefront. And this is going to allow you to create different groups of settings. So if you want to promote certain items all together, or have a storefront where people can land on and be able to purchase all the different items you have, that will also be really great and an advantage to you to be able to send people either to an individual set of items or your overall store page. Now from here, I do want to quickly go into our payment history so I can show you some information here. Now, Amazon does have a delayed time structure when it comes to paying out their affiliates, which actually most affiliates do as well. But because Amazon affiliates might be most people's first time testing out an affiliate program, I do want to quickly mention that as well. So we're actually going to hop over here and I'm going to show you this right here. If I actually zoom in here, so you can see for February 1st, we got our December 2024 commission income, which was $287.26. And then you can actually see here as well too, on that same February 1st date, we actually got our January target based flat fee, which was our bonus for going over a certain dollar amount. So there's like different levels of how you're getting paid out. So sometimes you can be waiting a couple months to get those payouts. Sometimes the bonuses can happen a little bit faster for you. So we got December's commission as well as our January bonus. So all those together came down, the 165 plus the 287, which was the 452.26, which is what is our current balance that has been unpaid thus far. So this unpaid balance does get paid out at the end of this month. So it'll be at the end of February. So when you take that in consideration, all of our commissions from December, our bonus from January gets paid out at the end of February. But what's really, really nice is as you start building out this whole system, that it'll be nothing that seems like it's taking forever, right? Because the first couple of months, you might be promoting, you might be getting some sales, but those commissions won't come in for a couple of months. But then after you start really building in, then it'll kind of run in a regular cycle of getting paid every single month once you have a regular system and people purchasing from your affiliate links. Now I jumped on my actual Amazon page over here, and the thing I do want to note is right up here, you can see the site strip that we talked about earlier. This is up here for us, which means if we're on a certain page, we can get that item's link right away. So that way we don't have to go through an additional step-by-step process. Makes things a lot faster and a lot easier for us to utilize. And then there's also this little gear icon over here to take us back to that page that we were just at, so we can see how we're performing, go through all of our data and everything else as well. Now, I wanted to go into a product just to kind of show you some ideas of what this is going to look like for you. So we're here in this digital meat thermometer, and what this is going to do is show you up here at the very top with that site strip. It's going to tell you which category it is, the commission rate for this, because the commission rate is actually going to be different for a lot of different categories. So it's not always the same percentage. And then for here, then if we go ahead and click on get link, which I'll show you here, and that's going to bring up a very mini pop-up menu here that says text link to this page. And it's going to show your store ID, which you might have different types of stores, and your tracking ID. And these just kind of are set up on the back end once you open up your account. And then from here, it's going to have the text link generated, and it's usually set up as a short link, but you can have a full link, which will just be a much longer one. Now, you could either take this link directly and post it up onto a YouTube link or a blog post or your social medias that you're using, or you could put it on the back end with a link that will cloak this as well. And what that means is it might look something like your website name /Amazon or / whatever the product is, so it doesn't show this. But honestly, this is actually a really nice short link if you wanted to just go directly with this. Now, one other thing to keep in mind too is for this product, as an example, it does have multiple colors. So if you want to make sure you're sending people to, let's say, a particular color like this red one, you want to make sure you're actually highlighted on this before you go ahead and get the link from up here, because otherwise it's going to take them to whichever color is currently associated with that setup. Now, earlier we talked about a shop page, and I just want to show you on the front end what this will look like for your guests, and then I can also show you what it looks like on the back end here. So you'll have your image, maybe your name or your business name, and then it's going to have your items here that people can go through. Now you can see here, we have a YouTube setup link right here. So if you click in this store page here, it's actually going to be all the products I would personally recommend if somebody wanted to start up a YouTube channel. We'll also having this over here next to it, which is our Airbnb host finds. Now these are products that we love using for our Airbnb. So we actually wanted to put these in one group setting so they're not intertwined with the YouTube setup. Same thing with board games and accessories or gifts for him, or even Christmas gifts or books that we recommend as well. So you can create different lists. And what that really does for you is give you the opportunity to send people to these different group listings if you're making typical videos that will assign those links to that particular video. So if you're saying, hey, I'm going to teach you what I'm using with my Airbnb, you want to send them to your Airbnb's storefront page over there, or if you want to send them to your YouTube. Now, what's really great is you could just send them to your store page as a whole, depending on what you're trying to do, and then you can have all of those available for them to see. And if you actually look over here, you can see we actually have these pinned, so you can actually pin certain ones to the very top, or you could just have them overall keep changing based off of the latest ones you update with. So as an example, if we go into the Airbnb host finds right over here, these are going to be all the items that we recommend. You can see how many items there are, when it was last updated here, and then people can go through and click on and add these items directly. So that way, when they're going through and making these purchases, we get that commission for the purchase itself. Now here, this is the back end of that same storefront page. You can see here we have our information here for us. It lets us know what our status is, and you can go through and learn more about that. And you can also create content by making posts, idea lists, or even live streams if you wanted to. And then you could see your lists over here, and you can of course edit them as you need as well. And if you want to go ahead and create a new list, you can go ahead and hit create now to be able to make that new list and add it to your selection. Now, as you keep on using Amazon Associates, you of course are going to get more comfortable with it, better understanding of it, and also getting really into the nitty gritty with all the additional functions and features when using this as an affiliate program. Now, there is more to show you when it comes to running a small business, and we got you covered. Check out our next video right over here on screen to keep on learning and growing with your small business.